guys.
Four downs with Rich.
Here we go.
First down.
Remember last year when we were just head scratching right around mid-season? How the hell did the Colts lose to Jacksonville in week one?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Remember we were doing that?
Oh, yeah.
It took a while for us to be like, okay, Colts are actually pretty good with Phillip Rivers, and the Jaguars are just going to keep going south right here. Even though they had one of the most talented rookie undrafted running backs we've seen in quite some time, and Minshew Mania started crapping out, right?
It was fun for
We're
a while.
already sitting here in week 5. There are 3 results saying, how the hell did that happen? First one is, how the hell did the Bills lose? How the hell did the Packers get boat raced like that by a Saints team that has not shown any ability to put together quality halves
Just
together?
consistency.
Right? The inconsistency from Seattle. From the only consistent quarters that the Saints have woven together was that week 1 when they were the home team in a road stadium against the Packers team that looked nothing like the team we've seen since. What the hell happened in Western New York with the Bills and the Steelers came in? How did they look like that? And then what we've seen from them the rest of the way. And then the Dolphins, man. How the hell did they win that one? And I know that Tua has not played much since getting knocked out by the Bills in week 2. But the Dolphins last week, that was a stunner. How poor they looked, how poorly they played.
Yeah, I got that way. Yeah.
My week 1 head scratchers, you're already seeing there's 3 of them right now. And I don't know how these trends are going to be reversed. I mean, I don't know the next time the Packers are going to lose. Could be Cincinnati. Bills could lose this weekend, obviously, in Kansas City. But that Dolphins one is the biggest head scratcher. Here we go. Second down right here on the Rich Eisen Show. Thank you, Mikey. You know who's turned into an elite offensive threat? An elite offensive player. Like, and I'm not just talking fantasy. Like, he is in reality.
Dak Prescott?
No, sir. You already kind of sense that he could be an elite player.
I was just,
Cordero Patterson is become an elite offensive weapon. Arthur Smith with Cordero Patterson has considerably turned things around for him. He averages 4.4 yards a carry running the ball.
Yep.
Wide receiver, he's got 4 touchdowns. He's got 4 touchdowns, and he's got 5 plays of 20 or more yards. Only 7 wide receivers have more than that, than Cordero Patterson. And he's averaging 24.3 yards a return, kicking the football as returning the football as a returner. You know, Calvin Ridley's not going to London. Mike Davis, the Judah Maccabee of fantasy football last year, because his oil kept burning while filling in for Christian McCaffrey, who kept on not returning. He hasn't run the football worth a lick. Patterson's their best offensive weapon this year.
Yeah, can he play quarterback?
I don't know, because, hey, is Kyle Pitts going to finally get the ball thrown to him?
Rich, Russell Gage also out, so they're top 2. If this doesn't happen this week for Kyle Pitts, I mean, is it ever?
Yeah, maybe it won't, because the Jets will be just like, we'll look for 8. But they got to look for 84 first. Yeah. This guy's pretty incredible. Here we go, third down right here.
Third down.
You know, it's all about location. 1-3 in the AFC East is last place. 1-3 in the AFC North is last place. If you're 1-3 in the AFC West, like night. 2-2 is your last place team, and it's the Chiefs. 1-3 in the AFC South.
Still alive.
You're still alive.
Still alive.
Thanks to the Jets and the Titans having it. Just everyone take the time to look at the Titans injury report from yesterday. It makes Bill Belichick look like he's hooked up to he's hooked up to truth serum. He's taking a lie detector test like on Meet the Parents, right? I mean, everyone's questionable. Like, it's unbelievable. Like, who's not questionable? So who knows with the Titans this week and the Jaguars backs against the wall. Can they win one for Urban? I'm just saying the Colts are not out of this thing in the AFC South. It makes it for a big game against the Baltimore Ravens coming up on Monday Night Football. An absolutely huge game on Monday night. And I don't I know my last time I said don't sleep on the Vikings and they went to sleep against the Browns. I'm just saying the Colts aren't out of this thing. They got a lot of runway left.
Rich, that's 20 players on the Titans.
It's insane.
On the Titans injury report.
Bill Belichick 2.0, man.
As he goes
come
and
on.
gets the hot take.
Fourth down.
Here we go.
All right, here we go. I've got the hot take, Mike.
Here we go.
I couldn't find the reserve, the hashtag D's nuts, to just come out in week 5 and say this team's making the playoffs.
What's his name?
I'm going to basically say that right around week 12 normally, and I'm wondering if it might be a little later this year because there's an extra regular season game. You get playoff clinching scenarios.
Right.
Who can clinch a playoff spot? And then around, week 16, week 17, it gets fewer and fewer number of teams that can clinch a playoff spot. And then some of them are like, you need 3 results, but at least they have a chance. They have got like the Dumb and Dumber chance. But they're in the mix. Everyone else is normally eliminated by then. Sniffing it.
Oh, snip.
Right? I'm saying week 18, when we look down at the playoff clinching scenarios, there will be one for the Cincinnati Bengals. The Cincinnati Bengals in week 18 will have a playoff clinching scenario for real. Normally, as you know, the only time the Bengals in recent days have been a factor in the final week of the season is when Andy Dalton eliminates the Ravens and starts getting his coffers filled up by Buffalo Bills fans who are philanthropic. I just couldn't come out and say that they're going to make the playoffs. I can't do that.
That would have been... I don't know how hot that is.
You don't know how hot that is, huh?
Well, they're 3-1. They're leading their own division right now.
You even said before, when I said that they're the third team in the AFC North, you were like, yeah, but. So now that I'm
it's
saying
because
that
they're the Bengals, but if you just look at it on paper, they're a playoff team right now. So yeah, I would expect them to have some type of
in week 18, really, when it's all said and done,
I think
over the next
so.
3 months, you think the Bengals are going to continue to put together enough 3-1 months, 2-2 months to have a shot at the playoffs in final?
As long as Joey B doesn't get hurt. I thought you were going to say the Lions are going to have one or something. You know what I mean?
I got to believe what I'm saying.
Rich,
I'm not going to.
Rich,
I'm not just going to say something just to be stupid.
He might be crazy, but he ain't stupid, Chris.
I can't do it. I don't have it in me, Chris. I'm sorry. I know you want me to say something stupid, but I still have to have a reputation.
Just not stupid per se, just out there.
Out there, yeah.
I think it's kind of out that the Bengals will go into the final week of the regular season with a chance to make the playoffs. That hasn't happened in a long time. And just because they're 3-1 right now in September, I don't know. All right, you don't think it's hot?
I don't know.
Here's something I really do agree with you. I was telling Chris a couple weeks ago, I put this on Twitter about Cordero Patterson. With that guy's size and his speed, I was like, he's so confusing to me because he's got all this talent, and it doesn't seem like any coach has ever been able to really use him as the weapon that he should be.
Hey,
and now
man,
look at him.
We talked about the Falcons coming into this year as saying
was hype on
Julio's
that,
gone,
man.
and then
Yeah.
you're wondering, can Calvin Ridley step into the one? And I don't know if we've got that answer yet.
He's pretty good. I mean,
He's good.
know
I
not
think he
playing
can.
Well,
this
but
weekend,
we also came in. I don't know, like a number one receiver. Like, is Calvin Ridley a top 10 number one receiver in the NFL?
I would say if you look at the fantasy rankings heading into each week, he's in the top 10 every
I
week.
understand what his fantasy rankings are. I'm wondering what the reality of is it right now.
I mean, it means he's producing.
Would you take Amari Cooper over him?
Ooh.
Yeah. Would you? I mean, we could go on and on. Hopkins. Would you take Devontae Adams over him?
No, I think
Yeah,
he's
but
in
In past years, would
just
you
made-
take? You talk about Julio Jones as a top 10 number one wide receiver. The replacement, I don't think is right now.
He's in the second
And he's
tier.
unavailable now
He's
this
in
week.
Tier 2. He's in
Right,
tier 2.
all I'm saying is Ridley has not. Well, it's 4 games in.
Yeah.
We're still waiting for that answer.
Sure.
The running back. We're,
We have no idea.
And Kyle Pitts is like, hey, he was the first non-quarterback off the board in the draft. The offense, the Falcons offense, the Arthur Smith Falcons offense runs through Cordero Patterson. That's the way it works right now. And if I'm the Jets, that's the guy you stop. Let Kyle Pitts get all his yards, certainly since I need the fantasy win in the worst way.
You and me both.
All right, so I just went professional and then thoroughly non-professional. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.